Hi everyone, thanks for clicking the video. 1 week ago I announced a prize giveaway for 2 tickets to AEW's All In event in Wembley Stadium, which I'm going to be announcing in this video. But before we do that, let's talk the matches and let's talk some predictions, shall we? If you'd like to just head straight to the giveaway part of this video, I'll leave a timestamp on the screen now to let you know when that is. First up, we've got Aussie Open versus MJF and Adam Cole for the Tag Team ROH World Tag Team Champions. This match kind of came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting this one, but when it announced, was kind of excited to see this one go down. For this match, I'm probably predicting that Aussie Open retain the ROH World Tag Team Champions, and some kind of story unfolding where either Adam Cole kind of backstabs MJF or vice versa to kind of set up their match further down the card in the main event. Next up, we've got FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. For this one, there's kind of been some developments in the last few days involving Cash Wheeler, and I think that will probably change kind of how this one probably plays out. I suspect the Young Bucks will actually win the Tag Team Championships to allow the Cash Wheeler situation to kind of play out and see kind of how that unfolds, I guess. Next up, we've got Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm versus Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker for the AEW World Championship in a 4-way match. For this one, I expect Hikaru Shida to retain the belt. I think a lot of people were really excited to see Hikaru Shida finally win the Women's World Championship belt. So I expect kind of AEW to let her retain it and maybe kind of build towards some sort of feud perhaps with Britt Baker in a kind of programming for the next few months. Next up, we've got Darby Allin and Sting versus the Mogul Embassy in a tag team coffin match. For this match, I expect Darby Allin and Sting to win it. I think this perhaps could be Sting's final match. So I think having Sting pick up the win is probably expected. But this one should be an exciting match, as Darby Allin and Sting kind of always have. Next up, we've got the Golden Elite, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi and Hangman versus Konosuke Takeshita, the Bullet Club, Juice Robinson and Jay White in a 6-man tag team match. I expect in this one, Kenny Omega and the Golden Elite to pick up the victory. I think perhaps coming off of this match, there'll be some sort of build towards a feud with Kenny Omega and Takeshita to kind of build up to a match that takes place in Chicago at All Out. This one is probably harder to predict. It could equally be the kind of Konosuke Takeshita and the Bullet Club who kind of pick up the win. But however this one kind of turns out, I expect it to build towards some feuds down the line. Next up, we've got the Stadium Stampede of Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, Best Friends and the Lucha Brothers versus the Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler Yuta and 3 kind of wrestlers that are to be announced. If I had to predict, I'd probably predict that the 3 kind of wrestlers that haven't been announced are probably going to be some kind of familiar names to British wrestling. Perhaps a kind of Zack Sabre Jr. or someone like that is going to be perhaps chosen to team up with the Blackpool Combat Club. I expect the Blackpool Combat Club to get the victory in this one, but regardless, it should be a crazy match and exciting to see it go down in Wembley Stadium. Next up, Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho in a singles match. This one came out of nowhere. I think there were some rumours that had been going down for the last month or so about this match taking place, but they kind of they teased a few things of Chris Jericho perhaps joining the Don Callis family, and right at the last minute kind of built to this match of Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho. I fully expect Will Ospreay to kind of pick up the victory in front of his home crowd in Wembley Stadium, and this one should be a great match. Next up, we've got CM Punk versus Samoa Joe for the Real World Championship. This one should be great. Great to see Punk in the UK. Very excited to see that. Kind of see him perform in front of the massive crowd in Wembley Stadium. It'll be interesting to see how the crowd react to CM Punk. And I expect CM Punk to pick the victory up, retain the Real World Championship, and kind of have it build towards kind of a storyline where he continues to parade the belt around, and eventually building towards a feud perhaps with MJF down the line. So fully expect CM Punk to take the victory in this one. Next up in the main event, we've got MJF versus Adam Cole. I think this will be an amazing match. It's probably the most well built match on the card, having kind of their friendship play out in front of us for the last month or so. Expect a kind of a bit of a development in the storyline in that opening tag team match against Aussie Open. So yeah, this one should be great. I think MJF picks up the win in this, but there'll be lots of surprises. Of course, remember the contract was signed by Adam Cole, but wasn't necessarily kind of read properly. So I expect there to be some sort of twists and turns in this one, but should be a great match, and expect MJF to pick up the victory. Okay, that wraps up my AEW All In predictions. Let's head over to pickawheel.com to select the winner of the 2 AEW All In tickets. There we have it. Salman Jaffa 185, you are the winner of the 2 AEW tickets to All in Wembley Stadium. Congratulations, friend. I'll leave my contact details now on the screen of how you can get in contact with me so I can transfer the tickets over to you. Right, that's all from me, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.